What's up, Devils? J-Dog back to answer some more goddamn questions. Questions we're going over today are on the video Best Album 2022 shown by the dog. 192 comments. First question mark at the bottom. Here we go again. Mint Johnson, who died and made you fashion police? I don't even need to answer that. Another dumb. Oh, we know Pterodactyl's dumb fucking city. If you can't follow my dress code, do not play live shows. J-Dog 2023, 2 minutes and 7 seconds. Thing is, it's not my fucking dress code. It's the goddamn scene's dress code. They answer the guy at the fucking bottom, too. Did you see any of the fucking classic greats starting up looking like that? And not to mention, Euronymous from Mayhem said it fucking even on the back of the Dawn of the Black Hearts. Well, the letter that whatever they wrote talked about the dress code. So it was known in black metal, but even the death metal guys that he was ripping on them. They at least had long hair. They usually had like ripped up fucking jeans, and they had a black metal shirt on. It's not even that anymore. You know what I mean? So like back then, when did you see fucking guys wearing completely silly ass fucking stupid shit? Again, people bring up like Paul Bailoff and stuff, but I'm not really talking about that. That was kind of thrash, hardcore, heavy metal. We're not talking. That's not extreme music, extreme metal music. When extreme metal started coming out, they all had image. Whether it been Merciful Fate, whether it been Venom, whether it been Bathory, whether it been Deicide, they all had an image. All of them. None of them looked like that. I mean, even bands like Carcass and shit, they didn't have an image per se on stage, but the guys all looked fucking metal. I mean, I guess Ken Owens had short hair, but they wasn't wearing sports jerseys and shit. They at least looked like fucking just punkers / metalists. So even them, they fucking knew, and then they kind of stemmed more from the punk scene. They weren't doing anything completely fucking stupid. So it's not my dress code. It's the common sense if you're in extreme fucking music. That's just that. It's not that there's a code. Like I said before, it's you shouldn't even have the interest to do that. That's kind of what I tell people too. Like guys that want to get, I've met a few people. They want to get like rich, or they want to get fucking. They actually want to compete, but they want to go out and drink beers with their buds and shit. I'm like, dude, that lifestyle is gone. If you want to enter, if you want to be the best bodybuilder you can fucking be, that shit is gone out the window. You should not even have the desire to do it. You should no longer want to do that. If your goal and you want to be the best bodybuilder you want it so fucking bad, you're so hungry for it, all this other stupid shit should just goes out the fucking window. You don't even want to do it. That's the way I see it with if you're into extreme metal music, you don't even want to wear a sports jersey. You want to wear a black metal t-shirt. Black shirt, but metal. It doesn't have to be black shirt, but metal shirts, band shirts, because that's your interest. That's what you're into. That's the way I see it. It's not that there's a code. It's just, it tells me you're not very into this. You're just 1 foot in, 1 foot out, weekend goddamn warrior. That's exactly what the fuck it tells me. So, yeah, not my code, just common fucking sense. Thesis Thomas. Hey, J-Dog, do you like Destructor from over there, Cleveland? I never heard you ever mention them. They're okay. I mean, I'm not big on them. My favorite song by them is actually one no one will ever mention. It's on their, third album? Forever in Leather. It's off that album. It's the very first track, Tear Down the Heavens. That's definitely my favorite song by Destructor. Maximum Destruction and shit like that. It's okay. Sonic Bullet, it's fine. It's definitely not my go-to. I'm definitely never ever putting it on or anything like that. Don't get to listen to that kind of music. I'm going to put Overkill or Slayer or something on way before it. So, but it's fine. Audio WhatsApp. What band shirt has J-Dog got on today? Wearing the Saprogenesis shirt that was sent to me by the band. I showed it on camera, maybe the video before this, a couple videos. They mailed me that, and they mailed me their album. So that's what I'm wearing in the goddamn. That's what I'm looking at. Scott Shepard, is Waco Jesus considered porno grind? Their album covers always make me want to throw up. I guess they would be, but it's just, to me, it's just the brutal death grind stuff. The music's no different than, especially the Destruction of Commercial Scum, the first album, which I think is great. To me, it sounds like, the way I always describe that album is Cannibal Corpse, the Bleeding Era, trying to play grindcore. So all the guys like from Cannibal Bleeding, and they're in the studio recording the bleeding, and they're like, hey, let's fucking like write up some quick grindcore. That's the best way I can describe that fucking record. I think it's great. Um, the only reason to get the title porno grind is because the lyrics, because they're porn related and sex related, et cetera, et cetera. So, guess if it's just the lyrical content makes it that, then fine, I guess. At Porn Spawn 666. That's nothing, J Dog. I regularly see 300 plus pounders in crop tops and short shorts. Yes, I do too, but it's usually not always the guys that do that because the guys just have no fucking shame. Um, I have seen some of those, yeah, super fucking fat hillbilly chicks walking around after working on their lawn all goddamn day, and they go to pick up a pizza or something. You're a line behind them, and you see them. You're like, "What the fuck are you doing, dude? Put some clothes on. You look like dog shit." And again, you don't have to look fucking awesome or have an awesome physique to be a good person for me to like you, anything like that. I don't like judge you. You can do what the fuck you want to do. I'm just saying, like, how do you have no shame? It's like I would just be embarrassed. Like, what are you doing? Oh well, they don't care what they look like. I get that, but it's like, dude, you got to know you don't look good. You just look disgusting, and so like it's almost like you cover that shit up. Something that's gross, you don't just flash in the public's eye. You're making people want to fucking puke. It's more of a just a thing. It's just kind of out of respect. You just don't fucking do it, I guess. I wouldn't anyways if I looked like that. That's just me, but what I do and what I think doesn't seem to be the norm of what others do. So sounds like I'm the outliner. Micro Gobbler, where's that part two interview with Big D? That just went up a couple days ago. Brah. Part three shouldn't be too long now. Plus, I purposely wanted to separate them. I didn't want Big D 3 days in a row. Not because it's anything wrong with him or anything like that. It's just because I didn't know if I wanted to get more views since he spent his fucking time. That way, it's not like, I'll catch it tomorrow. I haven't watched the first one yet. That way, it's like, okay, they got the first one digested, down. Whoever wants to watch it, here's the second one. Same thing. When it's down, digested, they got cabbage. Okay, they finally got to watch the whole thing. Here's the third one. So otherwise, I have a feeling the second and third one will get way less views. People are like, I haven't watched the first one yet. So that's why I separated them. Distributor Vault points. How about this title for next video? Are Matt Calvert and Baird Amos poser canoes for not responding to the dog? Wouldn't make them fucking posers. It's just why the fuck aren't you guys replying? And if I see him in person, I'll totally I'll go up to him. I'll ask him, hey man, what the fuck's up? I have no problem doing so. When I'm seeing them next, I don't know though. But whatever, I'm at something, a fest or something, they're there. I'll go up to them. And it wasn't me emailing them either, so it's not like they haven't replied to me. That's Chase told me he doesn't reply to them. Maybe he is in the wrong. I don't know. But that's what he said. He said he emailed them several times. And they don't reply to him. All right, I'll go up and ask him. That's fine. Human brisket dog. Can you tell us how everything got set up for doing the Bloody Apostle 7 inch? I don't think there'd be much. I mean, that'd be a Chase question. I mean, the fact that it's Paul Ledney, I'd imagine just we're in contact with him. We've done all, well, not all, but lots of Pro Fanatic and Hammerhead shit. Um, probably like I'm assuming it's something like Don or something. He has a side project. Hey, Hells want to do this? All right, yeah, sure. And those actually just came in. I don't know if by the time you see this, they should be announced on the site. Sure, it's still sitting at the pre-order mark when I'm recording this. Recorded this on the March 19th, 2023. And they literally just came in, well, 2 days ago, because this is a Sunday. They came in Friday. So those pre-orders were shipping out, and then if you order now, it'll ship out. They're in. Ison, he's got a few question marks in here, but it's kind of long. I can kill bugs. Question marks. Opinion about a fitness conundrum. I don't smoke pot because I'm not a teenager anymore, but I found it really helped when working out. Yeah, that to me is weird as hell. But I've known pro bodybuilders to say the same fucking thing. Current one is what's his face, the kid from Texas, Martin Fitzwater. Is that? Yeah, he says that. Um, to me, I don't see. It just made me fucking tired when I tried that shit. I've smoked weed like 3 times in my life. I thought it was dumb as hell. I was like, oh, this is good for going to bed. I was like, I'm just fucking tired. I was like, it smells like shit too. The thing I can't get over is just how boring it is. Oh, really? I lift weights and listen to music while I'm doing it, but it's just not fun to me at all. Um, I get it, but I mean, the reason it's probably not fun is you're probably not progressing, or you're probably not seeing anything. So you could be just if you're just moving like to me, like for example, powerlifting would be boring as fucking shit to me. When they go there, just let's move point A to point B. You're not getting a fucking pump. You're not really feeling it. You're just moving the goddamn bar from A to B. That to me would be god fucking lame. And you're just using leverage points and just it's like I don't know. It's just because to me, especially if you're getting stronger in bodybuilding rep ranges done bodybuilding style, you're definitely that muscle is definitely getting stronger. That muscle is definitely going to fucking grow. Well, the powerlifters, that's why you see some powerlifters like whoever has a record, he has 1,000 pound squat, but his legs are nowhere near the size of a pro bodybuilder. Especially if you use a diet off all the body fat, they'd be literally like less than half the size. It's because just because you move more weight doesn't equate to just more fucking muscle. He's got to do it in a certain rep range and a certain way. They're using it with technique and shit like that, and again for like one rep. So just building a lot of strength and fucking just connective tissue strength shit like that. I mean, yeah, you can build some muscle, but it's definitely not optimal. And again, people will argue that well, the studies say it doesn't matter rep ranges. I go, well, okay, then just there's anecdotal evidence though. Go put any fucking power lifter next to any fucking pro bodybuilder. They're always fucking small. Now there may be some weird outliner exception here and there, but for the most part, and again, they'll look at him in a t-shirt like, well, he's bigger, he's power lifter. I'm like, no, dude, he's fucking 30% body fat. Get him down to the same body fat as the bodybuilder you're sitting next to, and he's way fucking smaller, way smaller. I look at guys all the time. It's usually fucking fat boy powerlifters too, and they'll be like, talking about their weight or whatever, their diet down. I'm like, dude, if you want to get lean, I was like, you have 50 pounds of this. What are you doing? Like, I got like 10. I'm like, dude, 10 on 10 even on me. You don't even notice jack shit. You're not gonna notice jack fucking dick on fucking 10 pounds as far as a visual effect. I was like, no, yes, you have at least 50 to lose, probably 60 pounds. I was like, I tell just by looking at you. So I've been doing this a long time, bro town. Helped a lot of fucking people, and I've dieted down several times myself. Me when I get to my fucking fattest, I fluctuate about 30 pounds. And every single time I start my diet, still have visible abs. People are like, dude, you don't have 30 pounds to lose. I'm like, yeah, I do. It's because they don't fucking know. They're stupid. They don't have they're clueless when it comes to this shit. It's like, trust me, dude, you're not as big as you fucking think you are. I'm 250. Nah, man, when I diet you down, buddy, you're going to be about a buck 90. Because you can't even have visible abs at the moment. I was like, you're fat. So it could be that too. It's like you're just kind of going there and just going through the motions. Or at the same time, maybe it's just not for you, man. It could be just that. If it's not for you, the way I see it, why are you doing it then? Because nobody gives a fuck. So why do you give a fuck? You should do it for you because you enjoy doing it. That's the only reason I do it. I don't do it to impress people, to get chicks, nothing. I've never gotten it for that reason. I got it because I actually enjoy doing it. So if you don't, it's like kind of to me, it's the same concept as you're going golfing, but you're miserable. Like I'm bored. Why are you going golfing? To me, it makes no sense. Now people go, well, because the health benefits of weightlifting, I get it, but there's tons of other exercise you can do and just get the same health benefits. So just do that. If you enjoy running, go running. If you enjoy swimming, go swimming. Bike riding, mountain climbing. There's other things you can fucking do. You don't. It doesn't have to be weight training. So if you don't enjoy doing it, I say life's too short, man. Don't waste your fucking time doing it. That's what I say. Paul Kreutz. Any devils listen to the interviews from the YouTube channel in the combine? Never heard of him. I've only listened to the Rick Roz episode so far. Didn't suck, wasn't awesome. It was just okay. He was focused mainly on death. He seems to have a lot of interviews with mostly dudes that were in death. Don't know anything about him. I completely Oz. I have nothing against Rick Roz. Never met him. Um, would I? Maybe. And if I had one of my fucking pieces, have him sign it. He just comes across as to me. Again, I know nothing about him. Never even heard his fucking voice. I just, if I had to make an educated guess, I'm like, is this guy even in the metal whatsoever? I would imagine he's completely out of the loop, like a Tom G or something. Just because he is an older guy, you don't really hear much of him doing much else, and other than the projects he kind of started and the homies he was around at the time, I just wouldn't even be surprised if he's never heard Butcher at Birth. Not saying he hasn't, I'm just saying. And so it's kind of like, what would I even talk to this guy about? So that's just the vibe I get. So when I hear interview with the guy, I'm like, oh, what does he have to say that I care about? So But correct me if I'm wrong in there if it was fucking great. Well, I mean, Paul said it wasn't great, though. It was okay. The Predator 666 QC. What about regurgitate? Question mark. They don't get much love. I brought them up here several fucking times. Just watch my past videos, bro. Brought them up several times. And I also threw out the idea I would love to see Hells, because the posers at Relapse clearly ain't doing it. Now they might, now that they see this, steal my idea, is to do the first album, Effortless Regurgitation of Bright Red Blood, with the original cover art on vinyl. Because the vinyl does exist, but not the original cover art. I take it back. The one with the Relapse CD cover. There's not a vinyl for that. There's a I forget what label was on before Relapse. Relapse wasn't the first label that put that release out. I forget who was first. But anyways, and that that was reissued on vinyl maybe 10 years ago or so. I have it, of course, and it has the original cover art. What I want to do is an LP with the Relapse CD cover, and plus fucking if nothing else. I mean, it hasn't been on vinyl in fucking forever, so supply and demand. Demand's definitely got them there. Total classic. Um, but the fact that it's never been on vinyl with that cover, that's what I want to do. And again, it's how you know, like, the guys at Relapse, it's just a bunch of posers over there. How do you know, Jay? Because if they were fans, man, they would want that out for themselves. They would be doing that. It wouldn't have taken Hell's Headbangers. Think about it. Incantation, Mortal Throne, and Nazarene was never out on vinyl till we did it. Now, after that, then they want to go sign their stuff. They want to do it, and they want to reissue all the stuff. Why weren't you doing it before us? It's because they're not into this shit. It's whatever. What do we think is going to get the most amount of sales? Don't get me wrong. As a business, I understand I want to do shit that sells too. But if it's going to sell and it's stuff you're passionate about, go for that first. If it sells a little bit less than fucking Pig Destroyer, but you're super passionate about it and still going to move, do that. And that's how I know. It's like people think I'm just throwing these guys on the bus talking shit about them. I'm like, they call themselves out, man. Like, why did it take us? Who did all the Morticians on vinyl? Us. We did every single CD on vinyl. Why did it take us? Why did they not do Hacked Up for Barbecue and shit on vinyl when it came out? Why? Now, yeah, they did some after us and shit because we licensed it from us, and the licensing deal was, I think they got 10 or 15% or whatever. So say we pressed simple numbers. Let's say it's 10%. We pressed 1,000 LPs. They got 100 copies for free. What did they do at the time, especially when they were doing a distro? They'd put it up on their distro. Oh shit, these sold out fast. Then once they started seeing that, they cut us off. Like, yeah, we're not going to send out any more licensing guys. That's exactly what they told us. We're not going to do any more licensing guys. We're just going to put this stuff out ourselves because they see how fucking well it's sold. It's not because they care about this shit. It should not have taken us to do goddamn Morticians. For example, stuff like Nile, Amongst the Catacombs and those. Yeah, they did them on vinyl. When did they do them? Do the math. Go look at when they did them. It was after Hells was doing Deceased, Morticians, and Balmer, There Was Blood Everywhere. Their stuff. I'm pretty sure it was after Incantation, Mortal Throne, Nazarene, Diabolical Conquest. Those ones we did. What do you think that was? That was another one I mentioned that I wanted us to do. I wanted to do the first 3 Niles. I wanted to do Amongst the Catacombs, Black Seeds of Vengeance, and In Their Darkened Shrines. Those were never on vinyl. They were on vinyl when Hell started doing Relapse shit, and that was my bag of tricks. One I wanted to do. Oh shit! Well, let's do these. Those are the ones they want to do next too. How do they know about it? Because I talked to Rennie fucking Jaffe. That was on my list to do. That's all it is. It's not because they give a fuck about the shit. They're doing it just because it's strictly about goddamn money. If they cared about it, Amongst the Catacombs would have came out on vinyl. What year did that come out? 1999? I think it was 99, 98, 99. Definitely correct. 2000 at the very latest. Would have been on vinyl back then, but it wasn't because they're not into this shit. It's as simple as that. That's just what it is. Not me talking shit, not me calling guys out. They call themselves out. It's obvious. Just do the fucking math. The evidence is right there. You know, you could just look it right the fuck up. Look at the years when it came out. Look at the years when we did our Relapse license release. Oh, yeah, shit, man. This guy's 100% fucking right. Yeah. It's not like I'm making this shit up. It's completely verifiable. Call us from the beyond. I'm pretty sure Pharmacist is just the one Ukrainian guy. Therapeutics. He is credited as the drummer. As the drummer has got to be programmed drum machine. No mistaking it. I mean, on Metal Archives, it says there's a Japanese guy, and he definitely at least moved to Japan because when we mailed the copies that we own for the releases we done, they went to Japan. So either Ukrainian guy lives there, or they both live there, or the drummer lives there. It goes to Japan. We never mailed anything to Ukraine. Can't even mail anything to Ukraine. It just gets returned. So somebody's from fucking Japan, and I don't know why they make it up on Metal Archives. It says another guy. It doesn't show a photo of him though. So it is a little mysterious, kind of cool. That would be though a band though. Goddamn, imagine if they fucking were able to play and did a Hell's Head Bash and Pharmacist fucking play. That's right there next to Hemorrhage for me as far as who I want to get, especially since the fact they don't seem to do shows. I think I asked it, so answered if you know. They've never done a single live show ever. I think somebody said, yeah, they don't really do shows, something like that. Okay, but I didn't answer my question. Does that mean they've never done a show ever? Because hell, the fucking photo on Metal Archives that shows the singer, guitar player, whatever, it's a live photo. And I know he's in other bands and stuff. Past bands, current bands, whatever, that are nothing like Pharmacist. I think he's in like a heavy metal band, etc. So it could be any of those. I don't know, but I mean, he at least has done a show. It's a live fucking photo with them, so it's a legitimate question. I don't fucking know the answer. So yeah, if you know that, I'd definitely be curious. They do an Ages Pro show in Japan. Ever done a show ever? Let me know, because that I'm under the wear of out of the fucking loop. And if they have done a show, well, then I guess it is possible that they could do another one, and it'd be sure as fuck nice to do this Hell's Head Bash, right? Comes questions turn, you know what the fuck to do. Put the consequence in answer for the morning. Later, goddammit.